בוקר טוב.
טוב, כבוד הרב.
אנחנו נמצאים קהילת פרק י"א, פסוק ג'. אומר שלמה, אם ימלאו הערים גשם על הארץ יריקו, ואם ייפול עץ בדרום ואם בצפון, מקום שיפול העץ שם יהו. אומר שלמה, אם ימלאו הערים גשם, meaning if you see that the clouds are full with rain, that's the clouds that's carrying water, and you see the clouds are coming, so you know that sure enough, al haaretz yariku, very soon the water is gonna get down to a place that needs the water, meaning that the place that they need the water, yelem tova, benefit out of the water. Ve'im yipol etz badarom ve'im batzafon. Rashi learns, etz, it means talmid hacham. Talmid hacham is called a tree, right? Moshe Rabbeinu omer lemeraglim, hayetz ba'etz im ayin. See if there is a tzaddik over there. So Rashi says, ve'im yipol etz badarom ve'im batzafon. If a tzaddik is going to live in a city, in a country, makom sheyipol ha'etz sham yehu. The place where a tzaddik is going to live, is going to dwell, you're going to see his midot after he passed away through his students. A Talmid Hacham that lived in a place, so you have to nikar, tzarich sheyeh ma'asav nikarim. You have to see his actions even after he passed away. How? By having his students, his followers, who keep his legacy on to the next generation. Omer Shlomo, ve'im yipol etz badarom ve'im batzafon. It doesn't matter where the tree is going to fall, but know one thing: makom sheyipol etz, the place where the hacham, he's going to live, he's going to dwell, and after he's going to die, sham yehu. Maze yehu? Sham yehu nikar. You can still see his actions through his talmidim. היה, יש גמרא מספרת על בר כפרה. בר כפרה, one of the greatest חכמים. He lived in a city, and after he passed away, Rabbi Yonatan came to that city, and he asked, is there any shmu'ah that I could learn from בר כפרה? השם התלמיד שקוראים לו רבי תנחום. And he said, ההלכה לגבי יין שהיה אצל גוי. So after he heard that halakha from him, he said, wow, עליו מתקיים הפסוק, ואם ייפול עץ בדרום, ואם בצפון, מקום שיפול העץ שם יהו. Even though בר כפרה passed away, right? Yet we could still hear his halachot from his students. הבנתם את זה? Now I want to take Rashi for a minute. בוא נראה מה כתוב. אם ימלאו העבים גשם, אומר רש"י, רש"י says, אם היית עבים מלאים גשם, if you see a cloud that carries the rain, ידעת שסופם יריקו גשמים על הארץ. You know that soon the water is going to go down to the ground. And no, מקום שהטובה צומחת וניכרת, שם סופה לנוח. The water is going to go to a place that you're going to see the tova, the benefit out of the water that went to that specific place. You're going to see the benefit of the rain. Afken. So too, Isaac, da, Omer Rashi, she'im yipol etz, even if a tree is going to fall. Maze, im yishkon adam hacham v'tzadik ba'ir o b'medina. If a hacham or tzaddik is going to dwell in a city or a country, מקום שישכון שם יהיו נראים מעשיו אחרי מותו. You want to make sure that even after he dies, you could still see how the students, how that city, they behave because of the influence that they got from the Hakam. וחוכמתיו ומידות תרומותיו. His חוכמה in his very special and unique manners. ותשלום טובה ליושבי המקום, and a big reward is going to go to the people who live there, על מנהג הטוב שהדריכם בדרך ישרה. So, מה אומר פה רש"י? רש"י explains that Hacham that taught his Talmidim. So even though he passed away, yet you have his Torah from whom? From the students that he left after. So the way that students carry the Hanhagot of the rabbi, the traits that the rabbi taught his students, and they keep it in that same Beit Midrash, in the same city, in the same place, that באמת זה גם כן בעצם, it shows that his Torah didn't stop, and also the people who do that יקבלו שכר טוב, that they walked and they kept the same path that their own rabbi taught them. Al the Poimante, is it clear? Yes.
Why is it starts shot? It's talking about clouds and water, and then it's going to a drash. Why didn't you stick with a tree?
אני חושב שזה מאוד פשוט. מה זה מקום שפה עץ על פי פשוטו שם יהום? Where are you taking the pshat to? ואיזה חידוש אמרת לי? I think it's, even the rain is a pshat. יש גמרא, מסכת סנהדרין, you want to give me, I believe it's 2. Which one? מסכת סנהדרין. To find it, but I want to take your חברים. I want to open a minute to פרקי אבות. יש לכם סידורים? He's gonna get. יש משנה במסכת אבות, איפה זה? Look on page 676. On page 676, יש שם משנה י"ט. בחמוד, ג'ובי ריד.
כל מי שיש בו 3 דברים הללו הוא מתלמידיו של אברהם אבינו, ו3 דברים אחרים הוא מתלמידיו של בלעם הרשע.
אוקיי, סטאפ. מה הבנת?
There's 3 midot. If you have these 3 midot, you're like a student of Abraham, and the opposite is like the students of Bil'am. Doesn't say the opposite.
אוקיי, כתוב מה בין תלמידיו של אברהם אבינו לתלמידיו של בלעם הרשע. Right?
Yeah.
What's the difference between the Talmidim of Abraham to Bil'am? I remember my brother Eliyahu, he once explained this Mishnah and he had a question. Why you tell me what's the difference between the Talmidim of Abraham and the Talmidim of Bil'am? So what's the difference between Abraham and Bil'am? You hear the question?
Mm-hmm.
Why you tell me? I want to tell you what's the difference between the students of Abraham and the students of Bil'am. Pick Abraham and pick Bil'am and say Abraham versus Bil'am and tell me what's the difference. Tell me what's the difference between Abraham and Bil'am. Why do you go to the students? So he explained a beautiful pshat, Mr. Isaac. Wait, do you hear the question? Okay, okay.
Does it to me also.
Joey, בוא נמשיך. אני לא אמרתי שאתה עושה לי ככה, אני אמרתי בוא נמשיך. אוקיי, בוא נמשיך. So רבו ישראל, בוא נמשיך, let's continue. מה בין תלמידיו של אברהם אבינו? You know, מה בין תלמידיו? שיוציא אברהם אבינו, ראית אותו אדם, ריגל, יושב, ככה מכובד. And how do you picture בלעם? Is a yo-yo riding on a horse? Or on a donkey? No, the same thing. להבדיל אלף אלפי הבדלות, they both look the same. I don't mean look-wise, but the way, from outside, you look, שניהם כאילו ממש, very respectful people, and good people. אבל אומרת המשנה, no. It's very tricky. It's very tricky. You're not going to find out who is Bil'am be'emet. And you're not going to find out who's Abraham be'emet. You want to know? Check the students. The students who are close with their rabbi, teacher, leader, that's how you know who is the rabbi. So you want to know who's Abraham and who's Bil'am? Check the students. Talmidav shel Abraham, v'talmidav shel Bil'am. You hear this? You hear this? So what's the difference between the Talmidim? Meaning, if you take Bil'am and Abraham and you put them together, they both look mamash. Hazak me'od. No. Take the students. Oh boy, the students of Bil'am, Ayud, they were hungry for money, arrogant, kavod. Versus Talmidav shel Abraham Avinu, you see, the shepherds of Abraham. The shepherds of Abraham fought with the shepherds of Lot. What are you guys doing over here? You're stealing. But he riv ben ro'eh miknei Abraham ben ro'eh miknei Lot. So, מה אומרת התורה? Abraham is calling Lot. Come. Abraham, why are you fighting with Lot? The Torah said clear. Who is fighting? The shepherds. Let them get alone. What out? Abraham. What do you have to do a whole to do and tell Lot, listen, if you go to the left, I go to the right. If you go to the right, I'm gonna go to the left. Leave it. Let the shepherds fight. Why are you fighting with them, with Lot? The answer is the shepherds are not the issue. The shepherds are the outcome of Abraham's behavior and also Lot's. So if I see the shepherds fighting, it means somebody there is teaching them what to do and how to do. So Lot felt free, let the cattle go out and eat. It's okay to eat from other people's field. Why? Because God promised the land to Abraham. Memela Abraham has no children, so I'm the one who's after, next. So Memela the Shili. Hear this? Flamor. Kol people as who does it? The shepherds. But who told the shepherds? The Lord. So if you want to know who is Abraham, see the shepherds. You want to know who is Lot? See the shepherds. So to the Mishnah here, you want to know who is Abraham? See his students. You want to know who is Bil'am? Look at his students. He put them in the bucket. The Rabbi Allah she said so many times. The reason why he print the books, he wrote more than 40 books. More than 40 books, and we are still working on the whole Shas. We still, and Baruch Hashem, we Hashem, very soon we're going to publish Masechtot, Masechet Brachot, Masechet Shabbat, Masechet Eruvin. His worry was one thing in his mind all the time. His worry was one thing. Ve'imo tamut chokhmah. Nes. You hear this? all his Hanhaga, what he saw from the Gedolim, the previous Gedolim, and all the Torah that he got, on all the Torah that he himself Mahadesh, he wrote everything down. Thank you.
What was this?
הרב שלמה עליו השלום. So כתוב פה, תראו מה כתוב. עוד בחיותו, when he was still alive, ביקש, he asked, להוציא את הספרים שלו, to print out his books. Why? שחלילה לא יתקיים בו ועמו תמות חוכמה. He was afraid that if he's not going to print his books out, so when you're going to bury him, you're burying all the chokhmah that you lost. והיה חוזר רבות, he repeated himself many times, אני לא רוצה שכל עמלי ירד לטמיון. I don't want all my toil that I toiled all my life, it's going to go for waste. What's the idea behind it? The idea behind it is when you leave books and you leave people that learns your book and they're following your advices, your Torah, your halachot, what happens then? This pasuk. ואם ייפול העץ בדרום ואם בצפון, מקום שיפול העץ, שם יהיו, no matter where is the tree, and no matter where the tree fell, he still exists. How? By keeping his legacy. ומה כתוב פה, אומר רש"י, מקום שישכון שם יהיו נראים מעשיו אחרי מותו וחוכמתיו. Even he passed away, you go and you see his students. Wow, זה אומר מי הרב. אתה עשו לי בושות. אוקיי.
Rabbi,
Yeah.
is that the same thing with children?
What do you mean?
That the outcome of the children is a reflection of their parents? Because we say sometimes that it's not in our control all the time with the kids. Although the Talmud, it seems like that there is a...
Well, Tamid, he picked his rabbi.
Right.
A son doesn't pick his father or mother.
Exactly.
Big difference. You heard Abby's speech last night. So you see. So you see in the beginning.
Wobbly.
So it's a very difficult answer. Meaning zelo ken velo. The Rambam says in Chot Teshuvah. You want to give me Chot Teshuvah? מדע. אתה רוצה לבית הרב, זה מדע ב'. Thank you. הרמב"ם,
So we said Abraham's students went off eventually.
זה לא היה תלמידים שלו.
So what?
היה לאברהם אבינו 2 sets of students. I just give me 1 minute. הרמב"ם כותב בהלכות תשובה, he brings down one of the people שחייבים נידוי. There's a person that he sees his children are going off the derech and he doesn't מוכיח אותם. שמע, הוא לא מוכיח אותם. יכול להוכיח ולא מוכיח. שמעת? אבל אם הוא יודע שלא יקבלו ממנו, אין מה לעשות. שומע? אם אדם, אתה רואה that a person could have children, and so obviously when they're young, and you can tell them they're going to take it. As they get older, 15, 16, 17, they don't listen. I said yesterday because they think with parents they don't know anything. And kids think, I wish I could educate these parents. They're the mamish off. Once they get to the age 30, 40, that's when they start, wow. Lucky the parents who are still alive so the kids could come and do teshuvah and come back to their parents. But the idea is there that they met, especially when the kids go through this age. It's not easy. Very, very difficult. And so you want to blame the parents? Kasher, the greatest avot, Abraham had in his own house at Ishmael. And you see that Yitzhak Avinu had in his own house, he had a son. And Noah, he has his lovely son, Mr. Ham. The best homes, till today you could find people that, in a way, the children became, of the derech. Not easy. Ma? So I once asked the rabbi, so what's the insurance? Well, number one, holim, they have to be honest. When they play two faces, the kids they pick up so fast. That's one. Second, when you do mitzvot, if you're honest with your mitzvot, it's going to influence on the children. I'll give you an example. You have a house, Magiah Shabbat, Mother Shabbat table. Between the wife and the husband is what happened in shul. She wants to hear the gossiping. The Hacham HaGadol husband, he gives her the Lashon Hara that happened in the shul. So now the kids hear Lashon Hara. They hear how they talk about Hachamim. They hear what happens in shul. So why in the world the kid is going to have a drive to learn? Why the kid should have a drive to go to shul to begin with if the father talks negative? Why? No way. לא שייך. That's one. נקודה שנייה. כשיש לך בית ששבת, the kids look forward to the Shabbat because the parents make Shabbat table so beautiful, so nice. You spend time on yourself. You spend time with the kids. So you take the kids to Torah and you ask them the questions and you share the stories. My parents, you bring the little kids, everyone said Torah. Everyone, even a little kid who was 3, 4. The kids who were 3 years old, they should stand up on the chair with the alphabet book, and he would say Aleph, and everybody was following Aleph, Bet, and gave it. Even the guest. The focus was not the guest, and kids go play downstairs. The kids, they were the role models. They were the actors in Shabbat, and the guests followed them, not the other way around. So a kid, every Shabbat, no matter what age, he felt so special. So you gave him the attention, and from the smallest to the oldest, each one he got his turn, and you have to listen. You have to pay attention. And sometimes my father would stop. Mawama. He would test. Did you pay attention? So you turn the whole Shabbat to something so special. So the Rabbi Allah used to say, you have an oven. When the oven is hot, 500, and you put the halot in, what happens? It bakes, comes out crispy and brown. It's beautiful. But when the oven is built on 50, go put the dough. Habibi, you get rocks, dough, nothing is baked. The or kasher or it's doughy, and you could go eat doughy. What's missing? Heat. Rabbi said, kids are halot, and the parents are the oven. When the parents, they live together, and they give this warm avirah in the house. So the oven, when it's 500, the kids come out good, fresh, yummy. But when the oven is 50, avodat Hashem kacha heke, cold. So you get the kid, go. That's it, done. אתם מבינים אותי? It all depends how parents live. I remember when Chaim Kanievsky passed away, so one of his grandsons spoke. One of the Spedim in Bnei Brak, I think. So one of the message that he said, what was so special about Chaim's house, growing as a grandson, he's saying everything was a whole to do. As you know, when it came time of matzot, it was a whole to do. Wow, it was a whole to do. Why? Because Avira Babayit, somebody is going to do matzot. Hey, Avira. We went and it was shift and who's gonna go? Last year you went, this year I'm going. It was a whole to do. Not only matzot, everything. B'katailanot, shchalem shuluch haken, and whatever you do, it was a whole to do. So when everything becomes a whole to do, that's what we as kids we pick, and that's what we take on to our life. But if everything is dry and nothing is excited and everything is okay, so the kids is going to be also okay. So I cannot blame the parents, but yes, I can. Because when kids see a met, they're going to follow. So the house has to be a place of joy, because a person would always pick a place that he feels good, he feels happy, he feels wow. But if the house becomes a place of a prison, and the parents are a cop, nobody wants to stay in any prison. The kids will drop and leave. It's so sad that when a kid, he's off the derech, every little mitzvah he does, wow, right? Because you want to bring him in. Ashrecha, tzaddik, he became the malach shel machalek et Gan Eden, olam haba. For every little thing he does, you praise him. Why, when we as religious people,
Before that,
when we are keeping Torah, everything, we don't focus and emphasize the good things. I will focus in the house. Why are you doing this? למה אתה אומר ככה? איפה דרך ארץ? Why don't you make ברכה loud? למה אתה לא עושה נטל ידיים? Why the focus is the negative? Just switch it around. The same way you praise the guy who's off the derech for every little ma'aseh he does, the same idea do in your house. Give for the smallest thing. Compliment the kids. But they don't. They can only bash for the bad things. Isn't it sad? Isn't it sad? We don't see the good. We see the bad and we bash all the time about the bad. Why? Why can't we as parents emphasize about the good? And I'm not saying don't say. Don't give musar when you need it. But the avira, most of the avira should be when you emphasize, wow, you shared, oh, wow. You make a bracha, you just send angels up to Shamayim. Don't emphasize when he doesn't make bracha, why don't you? Emphasize when he does make bracha, that's great, it's beautiful. Wow, Moshe, how David, how Sarah, how Rebecca. Emphasize the good things that they do. Don't emphasize the bad. But we don't. It's a baya. We have to know what kids, nobody wants to live in a prison. And if the house turns to be a prison, why can't you live there? They want to run away. They will die to run out of the house. You want to make your house a place that the kids should stay, turn the place to a hotel. And hotel means it's nice, it's beautiful. Avira is when a kid, how sad it is it when a mother or fathers, whatever it is, they send the kids to the school bus with screaming and yelling, get the bag, why you're late, da, da, da. You see the kids, the hair is still flying and he's dragging his nap and his jacket is on him. How can you send him like this to school? And how in the world? Okay, so mama, wake up a little early. I know you're a little tired, but it's okay. You're a mother for a reason. 5 minutes early, that's all it takes. So just get you something a little organized. So when he leaves the house, he gets his hug from the mother. We don't understand what it does to a kid when you send them to school healthy. No negative. It's not healthy for them. You want a kid to be happy? That's the way to do. There was a school that many years ago I went to a school and I used to teach them. I used to teach them. They used to have every day, as the kids came to school, the speakers all over the school, the first 10 minutes to 50 minutes, music. You come to the school, it's not dry. It's music. And the songs was a beautiful songs about Torah and and such a beautiful messages that no matter if the kid listens or not, but you come to the school and the music is on. Can you imagine? Just think, you come to a shul and as you come, the music is on. Habibi, you're ready. Yeah, let's go. You're on already. It's something that we have to know that if we turn our houses, our homes, to a very positive place, so then the kids grow up normal. And don't think it's easy. It takes a lot of work from the husband. A lot. Because we very likely to come home and to bring the package to the house, and you want your kids to solve your problem. What's the issue? Why are you screaming? Don't ask my home business. Why he has to solve your problem? Since when a kid was 5, 7, 10, 15, he has to be his parents' therapist. I don't get it. That's why you're a father. A father means you are the leader. Don't expect your kids to lead your house. You're the one who has to lead your house. And the way to do it is use your mind. It is easy? No, it's not easy. But that's the right thing to do. You should not bring your problems at home and yell at the kids because you're very under stress. It's wrong. They went outside, come home. Remember, you got 15 years to be with the kids, and that's how you're going to mold their life. And after, Habibi, it's going to be too late. Because once the tree is bent, go bring them back. Very difficult. So what's the message? As parents, we have to know to bring home simha. Simha. Sometimes when kids, you come home, they cry. You should pause. No, I want to see a smile. Why are you crying? I want a candy. Why are you crying? I want the toy. I'm not going to answer you if you cry. I'm telling you, it's a very important rule in the house. You're not getting it because you're crying, because they're going to use this as a weapon against you all the time. It's absolutely wrong. What do you want? So why are you crying? How about this? Can you smile? Smile. You can do better. You can do better. Now what do you want? I want a toy. Sure, come, I'll give you the toy. But don't let them get whatever they want because they cry, because then the Avira Babayit, it's about who is crying more wins. You don't want to, you do not want your house to be a place that if you cry more, you get more. To be the opposite. If you're happy and happier and you smile, that's what then you get. Look what happened. Am Yisrael, HaKadosh Baruch Hu gave Am Yisrael, Eretz Yisrael. Give them the best gift. What happens? Bochim. You cry? That's not how you're gonna get things if you cry. You get because you're happy. When you're happy, you get everything. A boy side. You want to hear something? A boy side. I'll share with you a piece. It's connected to our parasha. It's unbelievable. I'm telling you, it's not mine. The one who says this is the Shem Shmuel. He says this word. Wow. I'm telling you, it's so powerful. When you're happy, you get everything. When you're not, you're losing so much. You want to see something? בוא נראה. בוא נפתח את החומש. מוטי זה משהו פצצה. השם ישמור מזה, זה הסופר. פרשה שלנו. סופר של הרב. And you use it? Should you?
I use it a little bit.
Bring it to the
Okay.
shul.
The rabbi mentioned in the class.
Put it on the shelf.
עמוק.
Jimmy's going. Well, you-
It's for the shul.
בוא נראה on page 59. No, 58. Watch this. You know there is conditions how a person can get nevuah. Not every person can get nevuah, even if you're tzaddik. אין נבואה שורה, אלא על אדם גיבור, חכם, ושמח. You have to be happy. If you're not happy, you cannot get nevuah. No chance. יעקב אבינו, הוא היה בצער. For 22 years, נבואה couldn't come to יעקב. You know, you hear this? נבואה couldn't come to יעקב, because יעקב היה בוכה. פה ישי, ישמעו דבר, משהו. What a beautiful. That's השם שפה אומר את זה. השם is telling Abraham ben Abraham, I want you to take your son and shacht him. Right?
Mhm.
Was Abraham crying when he took Yitzhak to the Akedah and he was about to slaughter him? Was he crying?
No, he was crying, but his heart was happy.
I'm asking, just answer my question, Eric.
No.
Was he crying?
No.
Ein במר בוכה. מתי שהוא בכה?
אבל
אתה אומר את זה, אנחנו אומרים את זה בתפילה של ראש השנה, אין במר בוכה. אברהם אבינו היה בוכה. אברהם אבינו היה בוכה. רבו ישי, imagine Hashem tells Abraham, I want you to take Yitzhak and shachti. Okay. It's a nisayon. I'm going to do it. I'll do it because God told me to do so. So I'm going to take my son Yitzhak and I'm going to travel 3 days. ובוכה. And it's okay to cry. Rabbi Yisrael, it's okay to cry. You're going to lose your son. It's okay to cry. Hashem is not telling you don't cry. Hashem is telling you, "Va'aleu li le'ola." Ta'ale oto le'ola. Let's think for 1 second. If Abraham Avinu was crying and he was down, would any nevuah can repeat to Abraham Avinu after? Why only you talking to me?
No.
I'm just saying,
No,
why so
you have to be
quiet?
happy.
I'm asking you a question. If Abraham Avinu would go to the Akedah and he would bring its hag, and at the time of the Akedah, while he's about to slaughter him, Abraham was crying. It says, "Ayin b'ma bocha." But imagine he was crying out of sadness. Is there any chance Abraham Avinu can get nevuah? Yes or no?
No.
You could do better.
No.
And then Yitzhak would have gone shafted.
Rabbi Yisai, imagine Abraham Avinu or Atzuv. Can he get a nevuah?
No.
Al שתחת חיל הנער?
No.
No.
אני שואל אתכם שאלה, תענו לי.
No.
Can he get nevuah?
No.
אל תשתחת חיל הנער?
No.
No. Imagine Abraham Avinu היה עצוב. He would lose that nevuah of al tishtahat chayil amal. Do you hear this?
But he would kill him.
Do you hear a boy say? You know when this Shemish Moel piece, what he did to me. How can you be sad? Because if you are, you're losing. You're losing so much.
So he was happy.
Abraham, it says, "Ayin b'ma bocha v'lev sameach." He was very happy, and because Abraham was happy, that's why he was able to get the nevuah. Don't kill your son. So did he? Did he gain or lose?
Game.
Meaning, so every time something happens to you in life,
Yeah.
and even though it seems, be happy.
What was the
Because if you're not happy, you're gonna lose something, a big gift. שמעתם את השם שמואל?
What was yours for? That's the body, the goof was the.
לא, יש בן איש
So
חי.
he's losing his son.
Nah.
Why?
Joey's shot.
Okay,
I'm saying it's-
We're saying that he was
Left
crying out
Sameach.
of some sort of
What does that
sadness.
How can you have left Sameach and cry at the
Why-
same
Why
time?
why is that not? I don't know.
Crying, it's
How can you have left Sameach and cry at the
The
same
rabbi
time?
said once. I remember he had to
Mix of
work up
emotions.
both so that it wouldn't be. It had to be in Nisayon for
Is
him.
that like your eye and
No.
Rabbi? Like at the same time?
Abraham Avinu had malach. Malach. Remember the malach? Abraham was angel.
No, yet.
Abraham שהיה מלאך. Go tell an angel to do ניסיון. Peanuts. You're kidding me? It's no ניסיון. So the Benish High explains, Abraham Avinu, he had to leave his level of an angel to go down, to feel, to be a father, be a human.
That's a human trait.
Be a human being now. Ben Adam. And I said, and if I am a human being and I have to slaughter myself, wow, you'll cry. So Abraham had to go down to feel what is it to have a son and I'm killing him. And right before he's about to slaughter, boom, disconnect yourself from that motions, and I'm giving all my love to HaKadosh Baruch Hu. שמעתם מה זה היה? אברהם. Abraham.
When he went down, he had to look.
Do you hear this?
And
Do
then he
you
went
hear?
back. So then he got the
Amazing.
Nebuah. The Malach telling him to stop. That's the Nebuah, even though it's not.
זה זה נבואה, זה מהשם. זה נבואה, זה נבואה.
Oh, before he did the actual mitzvah, then he went back up, and then he got the Nebuah.
Meaning, while he is crying, he's happy.
He's down here.
אבל בשמחה.
And then
אני בוכה, אבל אני שמח.
he's about to do mitzvah, he's happy. He's
You
happy
see
with doing the mitzvah.
Can I remind you something, Moti?
Yeah, trying to understand.
Can I remind you something?
Yeah.
I was there when you did the brit for your son Abraham. Did you cry?
Yeah.
I remember how I was holding you. Were you happy?
Happy, yeah.
There it is.
הוא בוכה, הוא שמח. See, I was lucky that I was standing next to you and I was holding you.
מה שהרב, no, there's
אני
no
מסביר,
sorrow.
אני
Yeah,
מסביר.
this not this case is happy the whole
Can I
time.
finish? אני מסביר that you could see two things, two opposites at the same time. I'm not talking how Akida. I'm showing Moti that you could have both at the same time. Yes, Rabbi Shmuel Alav Shalom, he explains. Wow, I need to remember this piece. Shmuel Alav Shalom, he explained. Do you guys remember why Yitzhak Avinu was blind?
Because
There's three reasons.
the angels are crying over him and he dripped in his eyes.
Or
Three
Or
reasons.
from the
Avodah
Besamim
Zarah,
of the,
Oh, the first shot,
the angels,
smoke.
that's one perush.
the angels' tears.
The angel are crying. Shmuel,
How does
מה
it?
הפשט ש...
It's fire.
We say it also by
כאילו אולי מתוק האור, I think, פשוט וירא בתולדות.
Rabbi said it's fire. Rabbi said it's fire. No,
לא מתקיים בלי ירח.
בראשית א' or ב'?
כאילו בראשית, I think, בית הגימל. Which parasha is it? Open. איזה פרשה? So give me Aleph and Bet. I hope it's there, but I don't know. I just want to make sure that I'm saying it right. Shmuel explained, and it's what a beautiful piece.
Shmuel Birnbaum?
Yeah. Let me see. Wait, נלך פרשה תולדות. הוא אמר, he had a question. כתוב שהמלאכים בכו. מה הפשט שהמלאכים בכו? אני רוצה לראות בפנים all these words. Maybe they have it here, maybe. Okay, not this one. אגיד לכם את זה, אבל אני רוצה, if I can say it inside, I better. Okay. I don't see it here, אבל אני אגיד לכם מה אמר רב שמואל. אומר רב שמואל, מה הפשוט שמלאכים בוכים? How can מלאכים cry? Meaning, if you work in a company and the boss tells you, go give me the box. If I see you, I'm going to cry. I'm going to cry? I'm going to cry. So, מה הפשוט מלאכים בוכים? חז"ל tell us שהקדוש ברוך הוא פתח את הרקיע, השם opened the heavens. Isaac, I see you also opening the heavens. It's a different שערים over there. Hashem opened the heavens and he led the angels from above to see down. ולתת למלאכים ההבנה מה זה רגש of human being. And when the angel's gonna feel what does it mean, a human being, רק אז יכולו לבכות. כי מלאך will never cry because by him that's no. I'm sorry, זה כמו robot, ככה הוא. For the angels to cry, Hashem had to open the רקיעים, the heavens, וראו את אברהם ויצחק. מה הכוונה? They had to leave to drop the heavens and to go all the way down, כמו בן אדם, ואז when you see that, אתה בוכה, איך יתאכל ריבונו של עולם? שמעתם מה אמר שמואל? That's why Hashem had to open the heavens, so כבכל המלאכים should go down to feel מה זה הרגשה של בן אדם that has to go and slaughter his son, ואז הם בכו. You hear this?
What was the Hatorah? What was the point?
שהמלאכים הבינו את זה.
So there's some relation.
אוקיי, בסדר, זה עוד דבר מה, אבל זה היה ההסבר עבור שמואל. You hear this? It's amazing, no? Huh? No,
Like Abraham brought himself down to the level of
אבל השם לקח את המלאכים also.
They started crying the second they felt what humans feel.
Yeah.
Hard to be a human.
It's hard to be a malach.
Hard to be a
All
malach,
human.
What's a human?
כן, מאוד. חזק וברוך, חברים.
Hey.